There we go. Cool. We're starting. Svanten seems to be a little bit ahead of Hazza. Right, so the main movement mechanic of this game is bunny hopping. So that involves air strafing, and we bind a jump to the scroll wheel to allow us to conserve the momentum when we jump. So we'll be seeing that a lot during the run. Hazza seems to be quite laggy. It's unfortunate. Don't know if that's SpeedGaming. Oh, okay. It's not SpeedGaming, it's just Hazza's internet, I believe. So we can see Svanten here is just bunny hopping. This level portal carousel is pretty much intended, not anything too crazy. You can throw the cube over the wall if you want to, but that's more just for CM. A bit too risky. So Svanten's coming up on Portal Gun. We should be in a second seeing... This level is pretty much again just bunny hopping. We don't really get into any of the crazy glitches until next level. Just portaling there just to make it so we don't have to walk over a bit faster. Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Just gonna switch the audio to Svanten because we have good feed from here. Next test is very dangerous to help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death. So both players are on smooth jazz now. It seems Hazza's about 10 seconds ahead. So we'll see that both players here are gonna put the cube, put a portal next to the door, and this will allow us to push the cube through the button. And because the game realizes that the portal, the puzzle is now unsolvable, the door will just open. Both players coming up to keep momentum. So this is the first instance we'll see of wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test. Sorry, just reading notification there. So both players, you can see this trying to do a wall stand. So he's going to try and walk backwards through the orange portal so he can get to this other area, and he's trying to do a cube grab now. So he's trying to shoot under the cube and at the wall and grab it before it falls down. It's much quicker than doing the actual puzzle. Hazza is about to do a button glitch, which it seems like he got, but we're getting it's like 5 frames per second right now. So yeah, Svanten is doing another full stand and cube grab there. It's the only two you do both those tricks straight after each other twice in a row, and it's the only times you do those tricks. Svanten's just struggling to jump this gap. But here's the button glitch I was talking about. If you, with certain buttons in the game, if you walk on and off the button on the same tick, the button will actually stay activated. So it skips having to put getting the cube and putting it on that button. Hazza is on Wake Up, which is just a bunny hop heavy map. Svanten's on the secret panel. So normally, if we're playing full game, there's a trick we do called pancake shot, where we can actually shoot through those doors that we see there that Svanten was just on Svanten's screen. These actually have a tiny hole on the top of the model of the door, so you can actually shoot straight through and skip. We don't have to worry about it in this mod because the door's open anyway, but if we're playing full game, it would skip the whole cutscene we're putting Wheatley in the panel. So, Svanten seems to be going for the... Oh no! Is he going to load an autosave? Unfortunately, Svanten died at the beginning of Incinerator, and he's loaded a save back to Secret, but he's not loaded an autosave, which he could have done. But He is like 2 chambers back now. Hazza there was abusing a design flaw in the game where the portal surface next to the door you can actually shoot before you should be able to, by getting yourself a bit higher up so you have a view of the surface. I'm probably just gonna be commentating Svantenssonen screen really because I'm having a bit of problems with Hazza. I'll do what I can though. So Hazza is coming up to laser over goo, which there is many different strats you can do here. So let's see what she does. It looks like he's just going to go intended with maybe bunny hopping across the panel.
Be careful not to trip over any parts.
Misses it. But there is a couple of tricks for this level that Hazza's on. You can do a reporter, which I'll explain a bit later on when we get to pit flings. And fling yourself to the straight into the end of the level with the cube, or you can do a super reporter, which was found about a week ago, I think. Maybe it wasn't even quite as long as that. And it's about the same sort of speed as doing the reporter, which we call wet maker. So Svanten's coming up to laser inch. Now, usually for this level, you'd have to use that laser for the elevator, but we can just do a fling as he's done there to completely skip the puzzle.
You should pace yourself, though. We have. This next test involves
now he's constantly coming up to the level sign floor I mentioned earlier, so he's going to get high, shoot on that floor surface there, and he's going to shoot under that cube. Ooh, you think he shot the wrong portal. The cube's up there though, so it should be fine. There we go.
Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it. Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes
so Svanten's going to do what's called a laser switch glitch here. So when a laser portal is firing a laser onto a receptacle, if you switch the portal onto a different receptacle, there's a very small time frame when both receptacles are active, so you can actually be pressing up against the door and the door will open for you. Svanten now on laser over goo. Hazza's on pit flings, which I'll explain a little bit more once Svanten gets there. I think Hazza had a good pit flings.
I guess you
kind of
are
missed it.
listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
Svanten coming up to catapult intro, which not really much else you can do here. This is pretty much just intended. You can grab the cube from mid-air if you're quick enough on the first cycle and bounce yourself into the cube and fall back down on the catapult, which is a bit faster. Quite hard though.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates. Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world.
So we're on trust flings now.
Go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass by myself.
This map involves another instance of the a version of the laser switch glitch. It doesn't involve lasers, but it's the same sort of idea. We're going to get an edgeless safety cube to fall on the button rather than the cube that's intended for this puzzle. He just gets it, and there's, if you saw the indicator for the door was orange for a really small amount of time, but because he was pressing up against that door it opened. Hazza's on Ricochet, which is usually quite a run killer.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I don't know why that went off.
So Svanten, unfortunately not doing reportaling, but I'll explain it anyway. So reportaling was introduced by Valve by mistake. So they basically try to remove your ability to portal stand by, when you're standing in a portal you'll get momentum if you shoot a portal. They didn't even manage to prevent portal standing from happening and ended up implementing a new trick instead. Hazza's having a little bit of trouble with Ricochet because of it.
This next test involves emancipation drills.
So yeah, this puzzle, Svantenssonen, you can just shoot the lasers through this gap in the wall. You can also shoot in the hole that the panels are retracting into if you're quick enough. You can go for it. Hazza gets flung by the panel, which is nice. So we're coming up to ceiling catapult. Again, close to intended, but we can do a little skip in a second, which seems like Svanten might. Oh, he seems like he's going for the pretty much intended route. That's all right.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp. Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you saw...
So it's just reading a message.
If you saw this
So
next test,
Svant is on Ricochet, which is quite a
all the way
difficult
up to
map.
break
Can be
point.
quite a run killer.
And I'll tell you about the time
So what he's going to do is he's
I
going to let go of the cube in the air here, and it's going to come out and block the lasers of this panel, and he then gets flung by the panel as it comes back up. He grabs the cube and he does it perfectly.
These bridges are made from natural light.
So Hazza's on turret intro right now, which again, close to intended, just fast bunny hopping and fast portaling. I think he's died there. Ooh, nice to get slant and gets the cube.
Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking
So Hazza's on laser relays now, which is the laser switch glitch.
Good news.
So he's gonna put one of the lasers there and switch to the other one and be pressing up against the door. And there
When
it
you
is.
die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose
Svant is
you
on
in
Bridge the
light.
Gap, which has again a couple of ways you can do it. Seems like he's going to be doing a little bit of an easier route. You can do a free portal here, just film yourself to the end, but this route isn't too slow.
Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Right, sorry. So Svanten's going to be coming up onto.
To maintain a constant
So we should be
testing
seeing
cycle,
laser switch glitch.
simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage
Just
of
going to
time.
put that laser onto that
The point
receptacle and
is,
switch to
yesterday
on.
was your birthday.
Nice.
I thought you'd want to know. That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here
So
is
what
scientist
Svanten's doing
description,
here,
but on you it looks
the turret
Well,
can
what
actually
does
give you a
an
damage
old
boost.
engineer know about
It's the only
fashion?
instance of the
Keep
game that we
going.
actually use it, but it sends you
Wait,
flying and
it's
skips
a-
you having
I'm
to
going through the list of
use the
test switches and
bridge and
turrets in its
catapult to block
storage.
yourself.
I man-
So the next few levels
waiting for you after
is
this
pretty
next
much
test.
intended.
Telling you would spoil the surprise.
It's nothing crazy we do here. Just do it
It
fast.
involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time.
It's a pretty good laser versus turret from Svanten.
It says this next test was designed by one of
Hazza's
the
on
Nobel
laser
Prize
chaining now,
winners.
which
It doesn't
seems like
say
he's
what the
doing.
prize was
Ooh,
for.
it's fallen.
Well,
Seems like he's
you'll answer
doing
for being
the
immune to
main route that everyone does. There is a CN route that is a tiny bit faster but quite risky.
I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now.
So Svantenssonen column blocker now, which in the full game actually has a very cool skip at the end, which you don't have to do on this speedrun mod, where the elevator at the end, usually when you go down it, there's the cutscene that plays between Wheatley and Jerry the bot. We can actually get ourselves in the elevator in a certain way and crouch at the correct time, and the collision from the bottom of the portal. There's no collision at the bottom of the elevator, sorry, and you just fall straight into the loading trigger, but we don't have to do it on this version.
Comedy
Cool.
equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math.
Svanton on laser chaining now. Normally for this puzzle you have to use get there's 3 laser receptacles that you have to deal with, but we only have to deal with 2 because we can actually air strafe to the end, as you'll see Svanton do here. Normally there's a platform you have to, but we don't have to worry about that because only 2 are open and needed to open the door.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test.
So we're going to have a different kind of laser switch feature. We're going to use the cube and swipe it left and right very quickly, and we can activate all 3 of these receptacles when the door opens. Hazza's coming up onto chapter 5. This is quite a movement heavy chapter. So we all the top runners thrive in this chapter, to be honest. Not anything crazy in this chapter. You might see Pancake Shot. See what Hazza does. Yeah, but both characters on movement heavy level. You can get a Svanton may do a stair boost. Yeah, he missed it. You can get a stair boost there and fling a railing skipping to go around. He had to do there. Saves a tiny bit of time. What the run is PB? So Hazza has a 36-31 and Svanton has a 45. Svanton died on Turret Factory, I believe. I didn't see what happened. Fortunate. So Hazza's now on Turret Sabotage, which is the level which we may see Pancake Shot in. There, yeah, there's two routes he could take here. He could do Pancake Shot, or he could, because the cutscenes are removed in this game and we've made it so all turrets are the defective turrets that get flung towards us. So he doesn't base on RNG. We can put the turret into the scanner as intended. So it looks like Hazza's going to be going for the Pancake Shot here. Svanton's on Turret Factory, which is, as you can see, usually a very dark level. Most runners will use a command to up their brightness, but if your monitor's bright enough, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, he's gonna set up his portals he's done here, and he's gonna shoot through this door like that.
I'll tell you, humans, oh, love them.
Svanton's going to be coming up to the same level. See what he does. Hazza barely missing Wheatley there. I think he almost got stuck. So Hazza's on Neurotoxin Sabotage. Game, the whole map's based on a cycle because the panels start moving the minute the map loads. So there's only certain times you can get on that level, because you can only get rid of all the pipes at certain timings. But because we have made it so, or Kurosawa made it so, there's many panels moving at once. The whole map isn't based on cycles anymore. It's just how quickly you can use your portals to get rid of the pipes. Like this. There's not normally that many panels. So Svanten is also doing pancake shot.
Honey, you're gonna love this. Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner right there? Right?
Gonna set up this portal on the wall.
Which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now,
Oh, first shot, nice. So the level Hazza's in core is normally a really long cutscene level. It's made now so that you can just grab Wheatley and put him straight into the panel, and then you don't have to worry about the cutscene with GLaDOS and Wheatley being switched. You can just jump straight in the hole and get the loading trigger.
Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, low-hanging fruit or barely science, really, is it? I'm pretty sure we're going the right way, just to reassure you. All right, don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100%.
I haven't actually mentioned wall strafing, which is something I need to mention. So there's two types of wall strafing in this game. We have normal wall strafing and speed wall strafing. So normal wall strafing just involves looking towards the direction. So if the railing's on the left, you would hold A and W and look towards it, and you'd get speed. Speed wall strafing involves almost the same thing, but instead of holding W, you just keep holding jump and look away from the railing slightly.
What are you doing? We don't know what that button. Well done. Let's see what's it. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin levels. Hold on, something's wrong. Neurotoxin levels up to 50%. No, it's down.
Seems like Svanten got those pipes pretty quickly. Oh, actually, never mind. It seems like one of the lasers was a bit slow. Hazza's on Cave Johnson now, which is considered to be one of the hardest maps in the game. So what he just did there was called Cliff Shot, which skips the having to ride the elevator up for this puzzle, saves a decent amount of time. And now what he's going to do is scripted momentum with a re-portal to gain enough height to land on the side of a pipe. Seems like, oh, he didn't quite get the re-portal. He's going to go into this room instead. But you can combine the scripted momentum with a re-portal and fling towards a pipe, which will take you to the end of the level. So Svanten's on underground, which again is a heavy level, just quick portaling. Nothing crazy here. So what Hazza's doing here is the fizzler that's at the door there is a bit too low. You can actually shoot just above it and shoot a portal surface that you can see from the door, which you normally shouldn't be able to see. Svanten's now on Cave Johnson as well, so let's see what he does. Seems like he's also going to be going for Cliff Shot. So yeah, there's two methods to doing this. You can scoot yourself all the way right to the end, just shoot it, as Svanten's trying to do there and he got it, or you can move not quite as far back and jump and shoot, which is probably slightly faster, but a little bit more risky. Okay, Svanten's not going for the re-portal, but he did get the scripted momentum, which is good.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we...
So it looks like Svanten's coming up to bomb flings now. No, sorry, not bomb flings. Propulsion intro.
Last poor son of a gun got blue paint.
There is a button glitch he could do at the beginning of this.
Joking aside, that did happen.
It seems like he's not going to try.
Tragic, but informative, or so I'm told.
He's just going to grab this cube and put it on the button as intended. Not too much slower.
The lab boys just
So yeah, it's going to shoot the portal surface because the fizzler's a bit too low.
They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea.
The shooting the portal on the wall not only just allows you to save time, but it allows you to take the cube with you, which will allow you to do one of two different cube flips. Either one to push you through the floor and land in this room, or land if you put your cube flip senior, you can actually jump and get pushed up through the wall and skip part of the puzzle. Svanten's using the scaffolding there to get a bit of height and skip the puzzle with where you grab the cube and put it on the button, the one that's on the moving platform. Or it's not quite bouncing backwards and forwards.
Here's some advice the lab boys gave me.
Hazza's going to be doing what we call a portal peek here. Maybe able to see it, it's a bit laggy. So he was falling through an orange portal. Because his camera was shifting, he actually could put a orange portal in a different place as he fell through. It's basically the same as a reportal, but different sort of use. Svanten's just finishing off bomb flings, which again is pretty much intended. Skip a little bit of the puzzle. So Hazza's on conversion intro now, which recently a new skip was found which allows you to do a super reportal which is called Lemon Skip. It doesn't save a lot of time in Speedrun mod, maybe about 7 seconds done well. In full game it would save a good 30, maybe too much, about 25. Doesn't look like Hazza's going for it. Svanten's just edging himself across this, just so you can see that portal surface right now. This level that Svanten's on Crazy Box has quite a few design flaws. So what he did there is, as he fell through his quarter, he crouched, which moved his hitbox up into the cube, into the box, the glass box, which broke the glass and allowed him to grab the box. It saved you having to put the gel in the box so the cube bounced.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Apple Science, I thank you.
Hazza's coming up to 3 jails in a second, which is our first instance of the stuck launch, which I presume he'll be doing. So the way the stuck launch works is the game actually tracks falling speed based on how long you've fallen rather than far. So you can actually get yourself stuck between 2 props and fall very, very slowly. But because the game still thinks you're falling loads, it gains loads of speed and you can bounce off gel and go flying up in the face. And Svante is now doing a pixel shot, which doesn't look like he's... Oh, okay, he does get it, never mind. So that actually shoots a portal on the ending platform of the game. So he's doing a portal peek there, and he's gonna fly straight to the end.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here.
So this level that Svanten's on is really interesting. Glitch that he's going to do where he's going to fall onto the ramp of blue gel and the scroll, and because the scroll is counting as loads and loads of jumping notes, it's basically building up, and as he hits the gel he just gets loads of speed and sent flying. Hazza now on the beginning of chapter 8, so coming up to near endgame. And this is where the fun begins, and we see the crouch fly glitch.
If you had any belongings, please talk about now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building.
Ooh, I missed that. Oh yes, so what Svanten's doing here is a jump onto that part of the scaffolding, which skips our entire room of this puzzle.
Since making test participation mandatory for all employees,
Oh, he misses that
quality
ball.
of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford.
So Hazza's going to be coming up to Funnel Show, which is where we'll see the first instance of the crouch fly glitch. So the crouch fly glitch was found the day the game came out and has never been patched. The way it works is if you enter a funnel with 0 velocity and crouch and uncrouch, you can actually, the game still thinks you're in a funnel and gives you like the fly properties of the funnel, and the fly actually transfers between levels, so we're going to be seeing it use for a few levels. So I'm having a little bit of trouble doing this strafe. Ooh, just hits the top of the pool there. There we go.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day. Thought it could give pain.
So Svanten's also going to be coming up to gel, so we should be seeing him doing the stuck launch.
With the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon.
So see, Hazza's still got fly. We're just using that to transfer across the level, and he's going to put those funnels and throw the cube there so it goes in. You can, you don't have to use the funnels there. It's a lot safer and easier if you do, but you don't have to. If you're pressing up against the door and just throw the cube up, you can still hit the button. Svanten was having a little bit of trouble putting the gel where he wanted it to be. Oh, no falls. Hazza just did a great shot. Missed it, but I will explain it once Svanten gets there. Seems like he's going to be taking Elevator of Shame. Doesn't lose too much time over doing the two, but it is a little bit slow. Seems like Svanten's on PB pace, which is nice. Yep, he's on PB pace. I don't know about Hazza, because we're using his SAR timer.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your
I think he's
only
probably
purpose.
behind
Okay,
PB
Walter, but how can you not do the one warmer?
with the time that he's at.
Boiling hot. Okay, colder,
So
colder,
Hazza's going to
colder,
get
right?
fly again here,
Very cold. Very,
because we
very,
need
very
it for
cold. Look, just
the
down
next
the
level.
Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been in this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. You
So
have
the room that
no
Svanten
idea
was
what
just
the
in
problem is.
full game, we'd have to do a trick called cube throw, where we throw the cube in the air, run to the door and press up against it, hopefully before it lands on the cube lands on the button, which will open the door for us and stop us getting pushed away by the panel that appears in front of the door and traps us in the room for the 40-second cutscene. But in this mod, it doesn't matter. Cube throw, if you did cube throw, it probably saves about 0.5 seconds over doing just going over and putting the cube on the button.
Tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere.
So Svanten's going to be coming up on crouch fly now.
Everything's good. I just invented some more tests. Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word.
You can let go of crouch, and he's. Oh, I think he don't. Oh, he does have fly. Okay. And for a second, I thought he didn't. but it's all good. Hazza deciding to go with the crouch flight route for this level. There is a fling that is speedrun mod only, where you can fling yourself straight to the end of the level. The route that Hazza's doing is maybe slower by about 10 seconds, but very, very consistent compared to the fling. So Svantenssonen going to bump himself down with the cube, because the only way where you're in fly to push yourself downwards is with cubes or just ramping yourself off certain surfaces that are angled. Hazza about to come up to the final chapter of the game. Oh, did he get rid of fly there? Okay, he did. Just seemed like he hit the floor a bit before he held crouch. So in the next level, Svantenssonen actually going to get. Don't remember the 2 levels after this. It's much faster to do it that fly. He's going to make sure he touches a funnel here. Just fly.
If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
So we're going to see great shot now, Svantenssonen. So the way this works is the game is very weird in the way that it checks if a surface is portable. It checks in certain directions, and for that reason, I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs, but it allows you to put a portal on the grate, even though it is not a portable surface.
What was that? That was nothing! That was nothing!
Yeah, Svantenssonen got it pretty quickly, which is good. Hazza's on finale 2 now, which is where we will gain fly again. I think he messed it up.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me.
Unfortunately, he's messed up again. There we go. Oh, he's going to use he's going to go for this way. Usually people will use the funnel so to angle themselves downwards, but you can use the turret.
Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said something. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No.
So Hazza's just done a route there, which is a little bit different to the fastest way, but it is much more safe. You can actually fly around the funnels, not funnels, the turrets, but it is very risky and easy to die, especially because you can't crouch. And when you're crouching while flying, it allows you to gain a little bit more speed when you're strafing. Svantenssonen gaining fly here. Ooh, just a tiny bit too fast with how fast he was going down. He's not quite getting the speed he needs. Oh, what happened to Hazza? He must have had to read. He must have not saved. Unfortunate, he's had to go quite far back. He's going to use this stairs there to ramp himself down and then get him stuck on that light, and then use that scaffolding, I guess, to push himself down. So there's a cool thing on this level you'll see in 1 second from Svantenssonen, which... Ooh, there we go. You can actually place the cube in such a way that even though it's not in the correct position it needs to hit this receptacle, you can actually angle that cube upwards and it will hit the receptacle like that. Yeah, so fly is gone now from Svantenssonen. So the next level there is 2 different things he could do. So we'll see. If he goes for the fling, he could gain a tiny bit of speed on from Hazza. Yeah, it seems like he's going for fly. Fair enough. I prefer to go for the fly, to be honest, myself, because I'm bad at the fling. It actually loses quite a fair chunk of time, so I need to get a bit better at that. Oh, fair enough, you can do that. It's not usually the normal place the funnel is placed, but still works. Hazza's on the last map of the game now. Again, exactly the same as the normal boss fight, just a much more sped up. No waiting around.
3 more chambers to your big surprise.
Svanten's going to get fly again here, which if we were playing full game we would actually conserve this fly for the next levels, but in speedrun mod it's faster to do the finale one without fly, because the catapults are a lot faster. But Svanten's definitely on PB pace.
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
Hazza's looking at 38-30 maybe. Yeah, because these catapults filling a lot faster, and this funnel's a lot faster than full game. It's faster to do this level without fly.
Hello. Listen, no, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Okay, if you come back.
38-23 from Hazza. Seems like Hazza's going to take game 1.
What happened to those that can't help but notice that you're not coming back? Which is just, oh, I've got an idea. Yeah. Ha! Death trap. Something break back there.
Svanten on finale 2 now.
Did it kill you? Ha! Was that your riddled bullet fly out of the room? It was. Oh, those were the crap turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter because I'm. Well, no matter because I'm.
Pretty sure I know why.
All the cards. And guess what? They're all.
Actually, I don't know.
all houses. Never actually played cards.
Gonna want to say I would know why.
Turrets, not defective. Ace of 4s.
We're going to be seeing. Oh no. Hazza's watching the stream. We're going to be seeing Inception in a second. Oh, I think he's not loading it. So yeah, Svanten's got fly there, and he's going to jump and bump his head. He's going for the route where you can actually bait these turrets, and then once they're about to reset, it gives us a 2-second grace period where we can just fly straight past them without any worries, as he's done that. Unfortunate. He loaded a save. It's gone quite far back. I mean, he's definitely on PB pace, which is nice. Oh! Has he not got fly? Oh. I guess he just got hit down by something? Or did he put his portal a bit too low? So he was on the floor. Either way, he still got fly. Hazza is practicing finale 2. Had a little bit of a problem that race with getting fly. Up to the final level of the game.
We're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, he might plug me in. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go. Get
Gonna be a nice BB from Svanten. Unfortunately, didn't jump when he grabbed this core, so he gets flung backwards. Doesn't lose a lot of time.
What's the situation? Oh, hey, pretty lady. Hey, Rick.
Warning, core corruption at 75%.
So there is a fling he can do to grab the fax core, which we may see him do. Yeah, looks like it. Allows you to have the perfect timing to grab the cube. Sorry, the core.
Warning, core corruption at 100%.
And now we're going to see what's cool. Shot, so you can actually shoot the moon for the end of the game earlier than to.
Please press
Should be able to.
resolution button.
Do not press that button. Part 5, moving to the
Misses it, unfortunately. Not going to lose much quicker in the speedrun mod.
You are joking. You have got
GG's. I'm just going to find out if we're doing a second. Okay, seems like we are going to be doing a second game. Gonna get them set up. Just gonna get set up for the second raid. Just gonna wait on Svanten. Alright, cool. Countdown time. Right. Round 2 will be starting in just a second. Gonna try and commentate a little bit more on Hazza stream. One second. Right. Should be starting any second now. Right, off we go.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. The portal will
So
open
again,
and
we're
the
going to be
emergency
starting on
testing will begin
Bunny
in
Hop.
3, 2,
Heavy maps.
1.
How do I make it so? Undone.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even
There we
in a
go.
dire emergency.
Oh no.
If cube and button-based
Ah,
testing
what have I
will cause
done?
this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim. If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax. lie on your back and apply immediate pressure to your temples.
I'm not quite sure how to get rid of the winner thing for this round.
Material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes.
So it's going to keep displaying him as the winner. Just going to ask.
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsuitable. If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
So both players on portal gun now. Just some heavy bunny hopping. Nothing crazy till the next level.
Require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all
I mean, they're on pretty similar
military
pace. Svanten's about 10 seconds behind.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1. You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
Push the cube through the door and it works. Door opens. Hazza coming up to cube menu.
If the enrichment center is
Going to be doing a portal stand and a cube grab. That was really quick. That was
Please
nice.
avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space.
Svanten going to be doing exactly the same two tricks. Again,
Well done.
that was quite fast from both players.
That although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone.
Oh, I know how.
This next test applies the
I've really lost audio. Seems like we may have lost audio. Switch to Hazza.
about this policy.
There we go. Switch back in a minute. So Hazza's on secret panel. We have a few bunny hop heavy maps. Wake up for Hazza again. Very. Audio keeps cutting out. Can't even switch audio. Sorry about this. Just gonna find out what's going on. Right, okay, so Hazza is on to chapter 2 now. I'm gonna see him do the fling to the, or he just misses it, just gets himself caught at the bottom of the. There you go. Hazza coming up to laser stairs. Oh no, keeps falling down to the floor. A little bit of a time loss there.
A horrible person.
Svanten's going to do the same thing. Get himself high so he can see that port. There we go, we got audio back. Get the cube. Oh, why is it said winner? No. I'm done. Okay, now it's definitely fixed. There we go. Everything's sorted out now. So we're going to be seeing a switch clip
One moment.
from Svanten here. Switches it. Nice. That was quick. Laser over goo. Hazza's going to do the jump. I'm going to stop the panel. And he's going to bunny hop over to the end.
I guess you are listening to me. But for the record,
Svanten may just ride panel to the end of the. Oh no, he's not. Oh, I see. He's going for this. Yeah, you can jump off that cube and.
It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems.
Oh, Hazza gets the cube, and he bounced. Oh, that was a very good catapult intro from Hazza. Gets the cube and bounces off of it and lands second catapult.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial.
Svanten not quite quick enough to get that cube.
Have fun soaring through the air without a care.
But it's fine, we can grab it the second time round.
That was made entirely of glass.
So Hazza's actually going to do
Acres of broken glass.
the strafe around the. It's slightly fast. Normal portaling up to the button. A bit riskier. It only saves about close to a second.
Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you.
So we can see on Hazza's screen as he was pressing up against the door, the safe button, the door opened.
Are more easily startled by loud noises. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Hazza's doing the triple reportal here. Oh, misses the third one. It's always the third one. Worst to do. Not a great pit flings.
Every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot.
Svanten again doing this jump on the cube. I don't think he has the cube far enough in the corner.
This next test
There you go.
involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area.
Shooting through that gap again to completely skip. And Svanten's doing the cube drop. Oh, missing it again. There we go.
It's me! What happened, right? I was just lying there. You thought
Svanten going to be coming to the end of chapter 2. Doing the same thing as Hazza, shooting through this circular gap.
Sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
Hazza's going to be coming up to Ricochet.
Enjoy this
A little bit of a problem with
I'm going to
Ricochet
go to the surface.
last run.
It's a beautiful day out.
See if we can do a little bit better.
If you solve this next test,
Doesn't quite get the waterfall.
ride an elevator all the way up to the
Not
break
too much of a deal.
and I'll tell you about
Gonna
the
drop
time
the
I
cube in the
saw you
air.
again.
Get it so it blocks the laser. Oh, I didn't
All
grab the
way up
cube.
to the break room. And I'll
Again,
tell you
I was
about
having
the
trouble
time
with
I saw
Ricochet.
you again. Well, you've passed the
Nice.
test.
Oh no!
You can see the deer
Hazza
today.
pretty much got
I
crushed
did
in the.
see some humans, but with you here, I've got more test subjects.
I think Svanten's coming up to Ricochet now, so let's see if we can do it a little bit better.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun.
It actually seems like Hazza's stream's doing a little bit better.
Also set your hair
which
on
is good.
fire, so don't actually do it.
Oh no, he's missed the cube. Svanten gets the cube bounce though. So he definitely gains a bit of time on that.
Excellent.
In fact, they're coming up to the same level, so
These tests are your prey.
Svanten's only about a little chamber behind now.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations
Hazza's going to
can
be
learn from you how not to
doing
follow your
this
unfortunate
route
bone
for Bridge the
structure.
Gap. I'm going to do the report. Oh, interesting. I've not seen that before.
Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the
Hazza's on turret intro now, which again is pretty much intended, just fast movement, fast portaling. Nice. Gets through the door, doesn't die.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours.
Hazza on laser relays. Laser switch glitch coming up again.
So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know. That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your file.
See what Svantenssonen does. Is he going to kill? Yeah, looks like he's going to have to kill. You don't have to kill the turrets. If you get the button, you can put the cube on the button and portal yourself to the door and pray that you don't get killed.
It's a she.
Ooh, I missed what happened on Hazza's.
He probably.
I think he must have missed the cube or something.
Still, what does she know? Oh wait, it says she has a met. I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage.
Svanten also doing laser switch glitch. Gets it pretty quick.
I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting two people you haven't seen in a long time.
So we're going to see the damage boost here from the turret. So he jumps and he gets thrown by the turret, flying. Pretty good turret blocker.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't
Hazza
say
coming
what
up to
the
pull the
prize
rug.
is for.
Again,
Well, I know it
intended.
must have been immune to
Just gotta hope the
neurotoxin.
cube doesn't fall.
I bet you think I forgot
And we're
about
good.
your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise.
Svanten's on a pretty good run, I think. Pretty sure he's ahead of last time.
I made it all up. Surprise.
So Hazza just grabbing the cube out of the air, blocking the cube with the bridge as intended. I see Hazza actually goes for a wall-to-wall report. You can shoot the opposite wall. That's what most people do. They go for the report. Just saves you having to pull yourself in the cube over.
Well, you know the old
Svanten just
formula.
entering that same
Comedy
level.
equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while. So I guess it's actually pretty fun.
Grabbing the cube out of the air, nice. Hazza's on laser chaining. I think he made a mistake last time on laser chaining, if I'm right. I think he hit one of the cubes and it missed the receptacle, so it went pretty well this time.
Our dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think. Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is
Hazza's on triple laser, so we're going to see him
good.
just shuffle the cube
That's
left and
right.
right really
The
quickly, so it
facility
hits all
is
three of those,
completely
then you can go through the
operational
door. Svanten on laser chaining.
again. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequences.
Hazza doing the portal stand for jailbreak.
What's going
Just
on?
saves you having to bunny hop. Seems like he missed. Still hit the trigger though, which is good. You can actually do a portal stand to get yourself to the panel that opens, rather than having to bunny hop there, saves a tiny bit of time.
So you're doing great, just keep running. Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store. We're gonna
You might be going for the
shut
stair
down
boost here.
production line
And he, oh, a bit too low.
You were almost up. Here it is. I don't.
Hurry, this way!
Has to go around, unfortunately.
Come on, come on! Ah! What's going on in there? You're okay? Great, this way, this way. Turret!
Just dealing with something.
There's the exit. We're all coming out here. Hurry! This
Cool.
way. Ah, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do. She can't touch us. Ooh, it's dark down here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident. No one knows what they're
So just sort something out.
You might like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself. Nepotism. Only an exact duplicate of himself. Nepotism. Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending to all the smelly humans. Sorry, that. Oh, I'll tell you. Humans.
So we're on the movement heavy
Just the way they look.
levels now. They're both on the same level actually. Chapter 5 is just all movement. We should be seeing Pancake skip again.
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
Follow me, you're gonna love this. Almost there. Ta-da! Only the turret controls.
So Hazza's going to be doing the pancake skip.
See that scanner out there?
Pancake shot.
It's deciding which turret sticks
Setting up his
and
pool
which to
there.
toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret,
Oh no.
it'll shut down the whole production.
There we go. Having a tiny bit of trouble, but he does get it.
What's the door being opened? I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert? I mean, yeah, fair enough. The important thing is it's open, but you just didn't bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, low-hanging fruit and all that. Daily science, really. I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Just don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this way. Okay, let's try this way. All right.
Svanton also going for pancake shot.
Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, push it over.
Again gets it first try.
There's some sort of control. There's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort. It's all simulated, But I'm afraid the door. What are you doing? We don't know what I'm
Hazza's on neurotoxin sabotage. This race is a lot more close than
Hold on.
I believe.
Neurotoxin levels are going down. Hold up,
I think Svanton was about two chambers behind at this point. Only one. Svanton not quite getting the stair boost he wants there. Hazza just finishing chapter 5 now. Core, which has been shortened majorly. Just going to put Wheatley straight in that panel, fling yourself to the button, and then jump down the hole at the end. Right? Really cutscene. It's normal. Hazza's on underground now, so we're just going to be really quick movement shots. One of my favourite levels in CM. Normally you'd have to wait for this massive vault door to open, but it opens a lot quicker in Speedrun mod. Oh, Hazza falls down. He'll be losing a little bit of time. I think he's had to load an autosave. Okay, he's not losing too much time. Phantom coming up to underground now as well, just as Hazza's finishing. So Hazza's coming up to Cave Johnson again now. We'll see if he can actually get the repo, which he decided not to go for after a few. So edge his way, jump and get the shot. There we go. Now he's going to portal himself over to this big tower where the elevator usually goes up. He's going to try and combine a report with scripted. Looks like he got it, and he's going to jump on the side of that pipe and fling towards the end.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone.
Hazza missing the button glitch, unfortunately. You're not going to lose too much time, just needs to grab the cube and put it on the button as intended. Oh, I think he thought he was going to... Oh, to be fair, I did. I think he was pretty sure that cube was falling off that button. But it's okay. It's Phantom getting the scripted momentum now. And so Hazza's going to do a fling here to skip the puzzle where you put the cube on the move, grab the cube from the moving platform and put it on a button. He manages to strafe straight to that platform with the cube, which was nice. Oh, he misses that portal surface though. Phantom on propulsion intro. Let's see if he can get 2 for 2 on the. I didn't go for it. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the other run where someone did bundle it.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way.
As we're on bomblings now, just going to do a little strafe to skip. Tiny corner, we'd have to normally jump around.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
He's going to land in that scaffolding Phantom, and he's going to use that to gain a little bit of height. Just enough. Oh, I think he's crouched. Crouched, unfortunately, I believe. Made it so he didn't jump. The gel didn't make him bounce. Oh. What's happening there? Right, there we go. Oh no, he misses it. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but
As just finishing off Crazy Box now, doing a little thing we can do to skip where you'd have to put gel on the cube so it falls off the button. We don't need the cube.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science.
Hazza just finishing off chapter 6. Quite hard to see because the frame drops, but Hazza just abused a portal helper. So we can actually aim at a completely wrong spot for a portal surf, have that portal placed on a surf which is in a completely different side of a wall than what we actually aimed at. We'll probably see it a bit later on when Phantom gets there. Phantom's still on PB pace, which is nice.
The
Hazza doing the pixel shot.
Caroline, are the compensation vouchers ready?
There we go, he gets it. He could do a wall-to-wall reportal here, which is a tiny bit faster, but he seems to be going for the portal peak. Not too much slower. Much safer as well.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and oral. If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let him know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your spindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together. Good as new.
Don't think he's quite. Yeah, he's just has us lining up. There we go. And he's going to scroll and fling right straight into the elevator. That's nice. Svanten finishing off chapter 6 as well.
You're staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing. You've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings,
Probably won't be seeing Lemon Skip again,
and sticks cluttering up the building.
unfortunately. Oh, we missed the portal helper from
Since making test
Svanten.
participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up.
Svanten's going to fling straight into the elevator at the end.
$7 worth
Because Speedrun mod stops you having to grab the potatoes.
worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million.
It's going to be Svanten's also going to be doing the pixel shot here. He uses a slightly different setup than what most people use. Seems to work though. Oh, what was those colours?
Guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison.
How's they getting the reportal?
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day and thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
Coming up to 3 gels where we will see that all
And a combustible lemon.
has a mess up the strafe, but we will be seeing on the next level a stuck launch.
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back up.
It's just going to get his portal in a specific spot, so the gel is shooting through the bottom, allowing us to place the gel in the spot that Hazza's put it in. He's going to get stuck, gain the speed, and then bounce straight off the gel. Oh, his gel may be in the wrong spot. It seems like he's going to have to go back. I mean, if he really goes close to the wall, he could probably get it, but it looks like he's going to just adjust. Now it's too far away. Or did he fix it? He's going to have to really strafe hard. Oh, we got it. Fair enough. So Hazza's going to be doing what we call tube bouncing. So the tube in front of him actually has blue gel in it, making the outside of it actually bouncy. So we can actually use it to bounce against a pipe behind us and just climb and go over a clip rush. Saves having to ride the elevator. Svanten just finishing off conversion intro.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one warmer? Warmer.
Probably going to choose to use the strafe. Yeah.
Okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold. Very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the.
See if Svanten can have a little bit more.
Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny.
Hopefully his free gels can be a little bit better than Hazza's was.
You have no idea.
And probably, hopefully get the gel first
I
time.
have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I'll tell you what, design this test.
Yeah, I think it could be. I think that's fine. I think his gel's fine.
Here's an idea. Since making
Yeah, that
tests
should be
is so
good.
difficult,
Unfortunately, it doesn't get stuck though.
nothing. Alright, can't blame you for trying.
How's it coming up to the flying section of the game?
Tests. Gotta be some tests around here.
As he begins funnel intro. Svanton now getting the stuck launch.
It's alright. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
Oh, just out of reach.
Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the
Gonna
wall.
have to strafe.
Oh,
Ah,
wow. Well done. Seriously. Both
gonna have to readjust the gel. Same problem that Hazza had. Oh no, he's bouncing. Okay, he crouched. It's all good. Hazza just jumped there and hit his head on the ceiling, so he's at the perfect height to complete this puzzle, and bumps himself down with the cube.
What? Well, no, you pressed the. Ah! I'm coming, coming. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Svanton now getting the. Oh, does he get the portal? It's hard to see. I guess he did. Yep. Still looks like he's on PB pace though. Gonna have to ride the elevator up. Hazza's now gonna get rid of Fly on this level.
Seriously disappointing. Apparently, being
It's quite funny how the ceilings end up being the perfect height
can't you solve a simple test?
for us to do the levels in Fly. So Hazza's gonna do the great shot now. Got after a few tries. Pretty standard really, it's quite a hard shot to get. Oh! That was a nice throw though. Really good throw.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me.
Hazza don't stop the box.
Maybe proximity to the test solving might give
Pretty much intended, other than we can just grab the cube in the air rather than blocking it with the bridge.
absolutely sure you're solving these correctly. I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you. Had a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated.
Are they going to be getting Fly again here?
On a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one?
I'm going to ramp off this that's angled pool surface, so he can jump, and he bumped it down south perfectly with the pipe. Svanton going to be getting Fly now.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time's sake. Two, like one or two more tremors in there, just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I then keep. Alright, still nothing, let's keep moving. Sorry about the
Svant had a good funnel intro.
Might as well, you know, give you the
So we'll see if Hazza does the fling this time. He may decide to because he won the first. If he does Fly on the next level, it's not too big deal. Only a 10-second time loss. Yeah, it seems like he's going to do Fly. Don't blame him. Oh, that was an interesting way to do it. I think that's like the CM. Svanton on wall button. It's going to be portaling towards that button. It's going to fly over. And then for the next part, he's going to place the funnels in place. Oh, he's not. Oh, he is.
Only 3 more chambers.
And he's going to throw the cube up in the air, so it goes. You can do it without the funnel if you're pressing up against the door, but it's a little bit hard.
So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden.
As they're coming up to the final chapter of the game now.
Test withdrawal. And he's not.
I'll bet you're both dying to know.
Svanten's still on BB pace though.
Well, only
Oh, actually, never
2 more
mind. He's about 2 seconds behind. Actually, probably less than that.
chambers. We're doing it now.
Could definitely make a comeback.
Where it's due. For a little idiot built specifically to come up with stupid, unworkable plans, that was a pretty well-laid trap. Well, this is...
No, don't do that. Hello. Where'd you go? No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Okay? If you... Oh...
Svanten, unfortunately, have a little bit of trouble grabbing the cube. He doesn't need to actually grab it.
You're not coming back.
He could put his portal on the wall and press the button and grab it. Don't think he knows though.
Ha! Death trap! Something break back there. Ha! Was that your bullet, riddle bullet flying out of the room? It was... Oh, those were the crab turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter, because I'm...
Let's hope Hazza has a better finale too than he did last time. Had a little bit of trouble getting the fly, but he seemed to have practiced it now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
new turret, not defective. Ace of fours. The best hand. Unbeatable.
Svanten, unfortunately, behind his PB. How's it going for this route? A little bit faster than baiting the turrets, but not quite as fast as just flying past the turrets without baiting them.
Crashing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogen.
How's it coming close to the end of the game now?
Then, 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots screaming.
Oh, Svanten having the same problems. He
I'll take that as no then.
couldn't quite get the good speed he wanted downwards. Just going a bit too fast. I'm not sure if he knows about the other pipe. There we go.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck.
Hazza be going to be probably getting a mid 37
Catch it to him. If we do it,
if things go to plan.
plug me in. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge.
Svanten having a little bit of problem getting through, but he gets through. Oh no.
Good work. I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attack.
Just got caught on the portal and couldn't get to the cube dropper in time.
Core corruption at 50%.
What happened?
Okay, great. Here comes another core.
Yeah.
Quick, what's the situation? Oh, hey, you're pretty
Svanten having a little bit of trouble getting the laser on the receptacle.
Warning.
There we go.
Corruption at 75%.
Here's another core. This one should do it.
According to most advanced algorithms, the work
Warning. Core corruption at 1.
Yeah, it should be about
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
20,
Stalemate resolution associate.
25
Stalemate resolution button.
if it gets moonshot. 24, nice. Let me just mark that. Done. Go switch to Svanten's audio now. Deciding to take the fly route. Not bad.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle
chambers to your big surprise.
Svanton about to come up to the last chapter of the game. I'm not quite sure what the reloading the save spout there. Oh well, I don't think he's not crouching into the portal. I'm not quite sure what was happening there. I guess he couldn't crouch.
Inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal. And he's got a...
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
Manages to hop through the door though, which is nice.
Surprise! We're doing it now.
Okay, credit where it's due. For a little idiot built specifically to come up with stupid, unworkable plans, that was a pretty well-laid trap.
Inception incoming.
No, don't do that. Stand right here. Hello. Listen, where'd you go? No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Okay, if you come back. Oh, just thinking back to the old times, the old days.
Svanton deciding to go up here, just pretty much as intended. Deciding not to jump on the railing and shoot the portals in midair, which you can do. Oh wow, went straight through that ball.
Oh, did it kill you? Ha! Was that your bullet-riddled body flying out of the room? It was... Oh, those were the crap turrets, weren't they?
Hazza practicing
No matter, because
the super reportal on pit things.
Well, no matter, because I'm still holding...
Doesn't quite get enough reportals there.
Guess what?
Right,
Never actually played cards.
Svanton getting fly.
New turrets, not defecting.
Oh,
They're all...
don't think he was crouched long enough.
Never actually played cards, meaning to learn. Anyway, new turrets, not defecting. Ace of 4s. Best hand. Unbeaten.
There we go. Svanton gonna bait the turrets. 2 of them didn't seem to get triggered though. Luckily they didn't kill him.
Crushing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years in the chamber.
Just gonna be flying through this section.
Robots scream at you.
It is possible to get what we call slow fly here, where if you, when you're flying, bump into a dynamic prop, you won't be able to fly as fast, no matter how hard you strafe. Oh, went over 300 velocity there, which made it so he couldn't have any air control. Luckily, he did land in and didn't go flying into oblivion.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, he might plug me in and look. Even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go.
He could get a sub.
Core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it.
I can't remember. What did he get last?
Warning. Core corruption at 50%.
We got a. Oh, he didn't post the time.
Here comes another core.
Don't have his time from last round, unfortunately.
Hey, you pretty lady. Name's Rick.
Warning. Core corruption at 75%.
Maybe PB pace. I didn't see if he was red going for. It's gonna be close, I think.
This one should do it.
He's doing the fling here to grab the fax core as early as possible.
76 years. For the other 75, they retreat to the heart of the sun.
Warning.
Didn't put his portal quite near enough to Wheatley to instantly put the core on him.
Stalemate resolution associated.
Oh, it's going to be close. Still green. Oh, unfortunate. Having quite a bit of trouble. Oh,
Moving through the stalemate button. What? Are you still alive? You are joking. You have got.
right. Done. GG's to everyone. I'm going to do a post-match interview. Cool. Hopefully you get a message by the bot to join the Discord. Let me know if not.
Hey.
Hello. Good to see who it is. Hello. I hope I was pronouncing your right.
Yeah,
I was just
it's,
calling you.
Yeah, Svante is good.
Okay. So
Really
you
good
did you PB on the first run?
Yeah, that was PB.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I haven't been speedrunning for a very long time, so I haven't optimized very much.
I mean, even with how long you've been playing, a 43 is still really good. Hello, Hazza.
Yo,
Congratulations on winning.
Congratulations.
thanks. It was a fun game.
So anything about the run you want to talk?
I just want to say I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to do the new pit flings route.
Oh,
I
saw you
wanted
practicing it after
to
the
do it
race.
so badly, but I suck at the like ending strafe that you have to do for it.
Yeah. See, I want to try and implement the lazy over goo one because I can't do wet maker at all. But
And neither
I'm
can
really inconsistent at it, and I'm not so sure about doing the pit things one. It's about the same, right, as doing triple reportal, but you have to get the strafe.
It's slower in most cases unless you set up like instantly.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just kind of fun to do, and it just felt like a little
Yeah, the
different
super
route.
reportals are fun.
Might as well.
Super reportals
Yeah.
are really fun. Right, let's see who you will both be playing against. So, Hazza, you're going to be playing against Wilbo, which, as far as I know, is going to be quite a good matchup. He's a high C, but he hasn't played in quite a while.
I feel
So
like
think
that'll
it's-
be a fair game.
Yeah, because he hasn't played in quite a while, so don't know what his PB is, but it's got to be close to yours.
I'm
And
not sure either.
Svanten, 1 second. Use your file. So you will be playing the loser of Stray and Jaifa, by the looks of it.
Wait, I didn't catch that.
So you're going to be playing the loser of Jaifen and Led Astray 2, which is likely going to be Jaifen. Any closing remarks?
No, just good game.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, good game.
Fun
Well
race.
done on PB.
Thanks.
Congrats on the new PB.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. There is another race for Portal 2 taking place in about 20 minutes. I need to find out what channel it's. So yeah, if you're interested, you can stay around and go to a different SpeedGaming channel. In about 20 minutes on SpeedGaming 4, there is going to be another or 2 speedrun race. So yeah, follow the using those links, or follow me. I do stream quite often, and yeah, thanks for watching.